Bruce Lee, the martial arts legend, the man who could defeat any opponent in seconds. But did you know there was one final fight, his last real battle, that left people questioning what really happened that day? Bruce Lee's life was filled with legendary moments. But this last martial arts encounter? It's shrouded in mystery and intrigue. What was it about this fight that caused even Bruce Lee's closest friends to doubt what went down? Today, we're digging into Bruce Lee's last martial arts battle, revealing what really happened, the secrets behind the fight, and why it changed the course of his life forever. The setting: a hidden fight in Hong Kong. In the early 1970s, Bruce Lee wasn't just a movie star. He was also a world-class martial artist who wanted to prove that his system, Jeet Kune, was more than just a film gimmick. He had already defeated many of the world's top martial artists. But this was different. This wasn't a public sparring match. It was a private fight, a no-holds-barred challenge against a highly skilled fighter from a rival martial arts style. The location? A secluded dojo in Hong Kong, far away from the spotlight. The stakes? Unclear. But this battle would soon become a legendary story of unexpected twists. The opponent, a fearsome rival. Fighter Bruce Lee's opponent was no slouch. He was an expert in a traditional martial art and had been known for his aggressive style and hard-hitting techniques. Bruce Lee respected him, but knew that this fight could be dangerous. This wasn't a choreographed performance. It was a real battle where one man would leave standing and the other could face serious injury. But what Bruce Lee didn't know was that his opponent had one major advantage. He was much bigger and stronger than Bruce. The fight begins. Bruce Lee's strategy. Bruce Lee's approach was always the same: strike fast, strike first. He immediately began with his signature lightning-fast jabs, testing his opponent's reactions. But his rival wasn't intimidated. He countered with powerful kicks that Bruce was forced to dodge with precision. The fight quickly became a battle of agility versus power. Bruce's speed was unmatched, but his opponent's strength kept him from being overwhelmed. This was no ordinary fight. It was a test of skill, strategy, and endurance. Bruce Lee knew he couldn't rely solely on speed. He had to mix in advanced techniques from his Jeet Kune philosophy to outsmart his opponent. The turning point: a moment of danger. As the fight continued, Bruce Lee felt the pressure building. His opponent was landing heavy blows, and Bruce's legs were beginning to feel heavy from constant dodging. But then, the unexpected happened: a moment of pure chaos. His rival landed a solid strike, sending Bruce crashing to the ground. For the first time in his career, Bruce Lee found himself shaken. At that moment, it seemed like his legendary fighting ability might not be enough. Was this the end? Would this fight be Bruce Lee's downfall? Bruce Lee's triumph, the comeback. But Bruce Lee wasn't called the Dragon for nothing. He recovered instantly, getting back to his feet with a level of speed that seemed almost supernatural. He used his opponent's momentum against him, swiftly dodging another punch, and countered with a devastating series of strikes, mixing his signature back fist, side kick, and trapping hands. The opponent, now exhausted, found himself unable to match Bruce's speed. Bruce landed the final blow, ending the fight decisively. It was over, but this fight had left Bruce Lee emotionally shaken. He had been pushed to the brink, and his body had felt the pressure like never before. Was this a warning? What really happened? The aftermath of the battle. After the fight, Bruce Lee became more reflective. While he had won, it was clear to him that his fighting style could not be taken for granted. He understood that speed alone wasn't always enough. Sometimes strength and endurance were just as important. The fight made him realize that Jeet Kune needed more balance, and he went back to fine-tuning his technique even further. But what really shocked his friends and students was that Bruce Lee began to question his mortality. He started training in ways he never had before, focusing more on internal energy rather than simply overpowering opponents. The last martial arts battle Bruce Lee ever fought changed him, but it also set the stage for the next phase of his development as a fighter. The legacy: how Bruce Lee's last battle shaped his path. Bruce Lee's last fight wasn't just a physical encounter, it was a lesson that pushed him to evolve. He had come face to face with an opponent who had almost beaten him, and it forced him to expand his martial arts philosophy. The fight wasn't just about victory, it was about adapting, learning from defeat, and pushing beyond personal limits.